guys, welcome back to my channel. So the content of this video today, so I'm basically gonna try and explain the very title of this video. Before I even did my first review of Triangulum, I was like, okay, you know what, let me go to other booktubers and let me find out what their first video was, just to get a feel of what I should do on the first time, how I should start my channel. Did my research, and then I found out that, you know, almost every booktuber had a newbie book tag, which was their first video, and that video basically was this is who I am, I like reading because of ABCD, this is my favorite series, I'm doing this channel because ABCD, things like that. And then I, the dumb bitch that is me, I was like, okay, I guess you have to be tagged so that you can join in on this newbie book tag. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait for another booktuber to tag me in on this. I posted my first video and I was like, yes, let's do it. And then, as I did more research, I found that almost everyone would just vibe out and do the newbie book tag. And then I was like, Zwa, it doesn't make any sense for some other booktuber to tag you so that you can do this, because that booktuber would have had to know you so that they can tag you. As it stands, no booktuber knows you, so you can't really do a book tag. But then I was like, people still need to know me. It's kind of like booktuber culture to do this newbie book tag, but then I don't have anyone to tag me. And then I'm realizing now that I'm making this explanation longer than it needs to be. In conclusion, I was like, you know what, Zwa? I'm just going to tag myself. Vibe out, and answer these 10 questions. And yeah, basically after this video, you'll know a little bit more about me. And yeah, hopefully it goes well. So the first question. Why did you start this channel? So I explained in my first video that I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I always wanted to create this content where I'm speaking to you guys about the books that I've read and the series that I've watched, the movies that I enjoyed. Yeah, that's very much the reason why I want to start this channel. I want to just to create content and just to have fun doing this, to connect with other people, to connect with a wider audience, to just have fun doing this. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I mean, the one thing that I can do, and it is in the words of my friend Xavier, is that I will encourage the alphabet community to read more books, one book review at a time. So I feel like the one thing that I can bring to Booktube is just making the alphabet community read more books and engage with content and
be intellectuals.
What are you most excited for about this new channel? I guess it's just communicating with people. I like making new connections. I like meeting new people, which is why this whole lockdown business is really intense. It's hard, yo. I just want to meet new people. I just want to meet new people in the alphabet community firstly. That's the one thing that I enjoy about being in Cape Town. Cape Town really is the capital of the alphabet community. So that's just what I want to do with this channel, just connect with new people, you know, engage on a lot of other books that I have read and will read. Why do you love reading? Child! Do you live on Earth? Escapism, bitch. I read because I want to escape from the dystopian universe that we currently exist in. Sisekakeni, guys. I'm sorry. Triggered! Reading, I guess I just enjoy entering new world through reading reading about different people, making these connections through fictional characters. Sounds weird, but it's oh my gosh, wow, this person is really interesting, how they created, how they're written. Also, I'm currently writing a book, so reading is kind of a thing that I should try to do as regularly as possible, so that I try and grow in my own writing and things like that. So I guess that's why I love reading. Escapism from the shithole world that we live in, and trying to be a better writer. What book or series got you into reading? I don't think a lot of people know the this book series, but it's called the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series by Michelle Pfeiffer. So the thing is, a lot of people might think that, oh my gosh, Harry Potter, and y'all, I love Harry Potter. I'm a Harry Potter stan. I love me my Harry Potter, but I think that's not really the book that, or book series that got me into reading. The series that got me into reading was The Chronicles of Ancient Darknesses by Michelle Paver. I think it's because it was a book series that I discovered on my own. When I started reading Harry Potter, I was like in grade 7. I think I was 12 or 13. Like, that's when a lot of other people were talking about Harry Potter, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what is this Harry Potter? So I, started reading Harry Potter and I fell in love. But with The Chronicles of Ancient Darknesses, I think I read it when I was like 10 years old. It holds such a special place in my heart. It's not the series that will like change your life and like, oh my gosh, like you will just see the universe in a different way. But to me, it very much changed the way that I interact with books. I don't think other people will think that if they ever had to read this book series, I don't think they'll think it's perfect. But also, I feel like if a book changed your life in such a way, regardless of what other people say, it's going to be perfect for you. And this book series is perfection to me. So, The Chronicles of Ancient Darknesses by Michelle Paver, that's my bitch, that's my girl. Like, she got me into reading, and I stan her always. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? How do you do this? I think this question, at least for me, I'm expanding it to like other content creators. How do you do it, guys? Like, in terms of like, especially content creators that are currently students right now, like, how do you do that balancing act of like, oh my gosh, course will literally kill me if I don't focus on it, but also I really enjoy doing this and I want to create more content and I have a YouTube channel to run. Like, that's the one thing that I would ask my favorite booktubers. I think that's exactly what I would ask. Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you do that balancing act? Because we may be in lockdown now and I may have a little bit more time, but once I go back to the colony, things are gonna be the ghetto. What challenges do you think starting a booktube challenge will be the hardest? Okay, firstly, guys, books are hilariously expensive. So it's gonna be a thing of like, okay, like I need to make time to go to the library, borrow books from there, read them in that given time. It's either that or I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get used to like using ebooks a lot more often. I personally am not a fan of ebooks. I like having a book in my hand. I like the feel of the book, which is why I'm so annoyed that this whole corona shit happened like just before I bought 2 books. I bought them from Exclusive Books and basically they are going to be delivered at Exclusive Books in Cape Town, but it's lockdown. So when will I get them? I don't know. When I go to the Exclusive Book website, it just says dispatched, meaning that they are basically in limbo. They're like just vibing out there. There's one book that I have like accepted that I'll have to do ebook because I'm currently reading it with my friend Megan. But this other book, the Last Hours Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, I've refused to go ebook because I want to have that book in my hand. So I'm not gonna read that book until what? Fucking December. And I'm pissed. I think those are the 2 challenges that I'm gonna like face. Books are expensive, so library and ebooks. When did you start reading? I didn't start reading when I started reading The Chronicles of Ancient Darknesses. I would actually go to the library in town and I would like pick out every Nancy Drew Diary book that they had. And I would like spend at least an hour at the library just like reading like the first 5 pages, and then I would just go to McDonald's and then like go to the play place. And there was this one time where I went to McDonald's and then I had fun with like new people, and apparently one of them was my cousin, and then they were like, oh, like we're going to like the park, do you want to come? And then I was like, yeah, but do you know where the park is? And then they were like, no, we don't, but we think we know where it is. And I'm like, girl, let's go. As we were walking, we met like this random person and she was like, yeah, like I know where the park is, do you want to come? And then we're all like, yeah, let's go. There was something inside of me being like, girl, you're gonna get abducted, run away. And then I stopped and I was like, let me go and join them. We walked for like 5 minutes and then we're all like, we're gonna get abducted, let's just go home. This was literally 3 o'clock on a Saturday, and when I got home, my mom was like, how dare you come back so late? What is wrong with you? You left at 11 in the morning and it's like now 4 p.m. Are you crazy? And I was like, No, I was just having fun with friends. So that'll always be like a memory where like when I started reading, I read the 92 Diaries and I almost got abducted. But I'm okay now. Where do you read? I read anywhere. I'm looking at these questions and I'm actually like, where do you read? I mean, like, bro, anywhere. I get it. Like, there are definitely people who like, I'm only gonna read in this one place. Like, I'm not gonna read anywhere else. And I'm actually like, I mean, like, I guess, girl, but like, just read anywhere. What kind of books do you like to read? I am a fan of young adult fantasy stories, like books. That's what I generally gravitate toward. But I'm trying to diversify the genre of books that I read. There's some books my sister and mom have that I'm gonna try and like read and just diversify the genre of book that I read. But in the comment section down below, why don't you guys just tell me what books did you enjoy? Tell me, hey Zwa, like I enjoyed this book. I think you may enjoy it, and I'd really like for you to talk about it. And I don't mind doing that. This is what this channel is about. I basically kind of want to create like a book movie series club with anyone who watches my videos so that we can just like have discussions and things like that. Yeah, just tell me what books you enjoyed and I'm gonna give them a read. That concludes this newbie book tag. I think next week I'm gonna go back to doing a book review. I think I've held this book review off for way too long, so I think I'm gonna do the Six of Crows duology book review. So yeah, if you guys want to join me in reading those books, let's do it. Or if you just want to join me and watch the video, go for it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next week. I'm gonna, you know, do a book review, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!